My name's Gordon Marwick, I'm from York, and I was very fortunate to be picked out to go to the Middle Eastern tour with the CBH Group. I guess the main take from this CBH tour for me was the very high esteem that the CBH brand is held in the Middle East. We attended Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman and United Arab Emirates, and everywhere we went the CBH brand was right up there on the top of the pile, and people couldn't speak highly enough of it.
Kimi Watheroo in the Shire of Moora in central Western Australia. One of the biggest things to learn on the Middle East tour was that we've always thought our West Australian grains is regarded highly, and we've sort of seen now the Black Sea regions and areas like Pakistan, India are now producing quality grains and segregating their grains a lot better, and their logistical systems are vastly improving, so our competition in these markets is now red hot.
They all backed or supported the grower-owned cooperative. They like to deal with that sort of setup. They find it better than the big multinational companies, get a better product, and they deal more direct with the people growing it, and we can supply a better product to them.
It really opened my eyes up to the importance of quality with our grain, and also how much work CBH are doing at trying to make sure everything's running smoothly for both parties.
Rodney Allen, Northampton. Things I learnt from the tour, that probably while WA's got good quality wheat, probably it's not always the main factor that's determining what the Middle East is looking for in their wheat. They seem to be very conscious on price, and a lot of the time price is probably the main thing that determines what they want. They do buy quality, but it's not always, I guess they're buying to feed their people, and that's probably their main factor.
John Young, farming at Kalingri. My main take-home point was the size and the scale of business that's happening in the Middle East. We were just absolutely blown away with how fast things happen and the size of the projects that are happening and the money that's being spent. And it's certainly different from the sort of government structure that we operate in Western Australia.
Donald Pence from Franklin River in the Great Southern of WA. The take-home message I had from the trip was just the government's ability to know exactly where they're going with their food security, and what direction they're going to take that food security, and how financial they are to make sure that they've got exactly what they want when they want it.
They appreciate the fact that the CBH network is farmer-owned. They appreciate the fact that we own the chain from the farmer's tailgate to the end product, and they like that idea. There's no middlemen in the middle of it, and they like dealing with CBH because we are open and honest.
I'm Colin Nichol, and I farm at Hyden, east of Perth. The main take from the CBH Middle East study tour, I believe, is that it showed us there are plenty of opportunities in the Middle East, but we need to be building the relationship first, and I believe if we can do that successfully, the sales will follow.
Hi, I'm Mick Dorr. I've just participated in the Middle East grower study tour over the last week, and it was a magnificent opportunity to spend some time with some growers and look at what's happening in the Middle East and how the market's developing over here. The tour started with a couple of day trip to Saudi Arabia, which was a real eye-opener, and I think caught a lot of growers off guard in terms of what Saudi offer and what the opportunities are going to be there in the future.
Main opportunity I saw in the Middle East for CBH is probably the population growth, and Qatar, for instance, is due to double their population within 5 years, and there's going to be a big growth there for wheat consumption or flour consumption.
For CBH, they've got a fantastic name in the area, quite a trusted name, and just with so much feed, barley coming in, maybe there is some other opportunities of lupins and other feed varieties or pellets and those sorts of things in bulk. They must be in bulk for this market.
For them to meet farmers, it was something they'd never done before, as this was the very first delegation of CBH to go into those areas. They appreciated our honesty. They sat down with us and embraced us, embraced what we had to offer. And the best way for them to move forward is to have partnerships with the Australian grain grower.
It's an absolutely fantastic opportunity. We've had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. We've learnt an absolute, we've got a wealth of knowledge of cultures, the region.
The advice I would give to any grower considering participating in the study tour would be go for it, because it is well worth the time and the effort, and you'll come back with a whole lot more knowledge.
I had no idea the effort that goes in behind the scenes by our CBH team to market our grain on our behalf, to get the best possible return for us on our behalf.
And how did you guys go with your first tour of the Gulf? Did you make it through all right?
Excellent. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was great.
Absolutely brilliant.
We had a good time with a group of growers from diverse regions of Western Australia, and we've all bonded well and learned a lot from each other as well.
And our thanks to CBH for supporting it. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.